Okay, well, good morning and welcome to your yoga class. Good to see you all. We have Zoe who's off the screen, but maybe she'll peek on the screen now and then. Or maybe here. Doesn't really matter. Let's see, announcements. I may or may not be live next week. I'll be in Wyoming helping my mother-in-law move. And the house is very chaotic. So I don't know if I'm going to really actually pull off getting on or not. So I will send out a message in the morning. Okay. Randomly opening to a Home in Our Breath of Joy book. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable. And we'll take this moment to arrive at this time you've set aside for your yoga practice. And what I open to is a poem called Practice. Practice for the sheer joy of being free. Practice to be empty of me, me, me. Silent, open, and infinitely vast. Practice to remember what is real. Practice to give yourself up and receive the wordless truth. What you get will be useless, not the coin of any realm, but oh, the glory of being, the glory of those moments being full. The glory of those moments being full. So settling in this idea of practice for the sake of practice, without a destination, with the sense of joy in being whole. Practicing being present to our breath. To this moment. Noticing what is. Accepting what is. Loving what is. A few more breaths. Noticing your internal landscape as well as the external landscape. And then from this place, we'll take those breaths together, inhaling, feeling the crown of the head lift, and exhaling. Being able to hear your breath, we inhale. And exhale. One more time. And out. With that next breath, we open our eyes and lift our arms to the sky on the inhale. And on the exhale, hands come down. Again, we inhale, hands up. This time, eyes gaze up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, eyes gaze up. Palms face each other, elbows grab elbows. And then let's tip to the left. keeping our sits bones on the earth. Just gently back to center and tip to the right. Waking up those side muscles, those core muscles. Back to the center, and this time just look slightly up, a little bit of a opening of the front body, and then look straight through the forward, open the arms, wiggle the fingers, and let's reach those hands forward, rolling over our knees. Come to all fours. Knees under hips, under elbows, under shoulders. Look to wake up the spine, finding that undulation. Tailbone to the tip of the head. We wiggle. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring elbows into ribs and place our chin and chest on the mat. And then slithering through, let's come up to a baby cobra. Just lifting a little and rolling it back down. Go ahead and tuck your toes. We'll push up through plank. And then find our first downward dog, pedaling it out. You keep pedaling out your downward dog. While I take off this hoodie, but these never work in downward dog. Here from that downward dog, go ahead and bend the knees, bring belly to the thighs for what some people call bear. And then starting at the tail, roll it all back out to plank. From plank, we'll do knees down, and then chest and chin down, and then slither through to cobra. All right, up dog. And then this time, coming straight to the down dog. Rock the hips back and forth. Pedal it out. Drop the head between the upper arms. Bend the knees, belly toward chest. And then roll it on back out to that plank. Feeling the strength. And then slowly lower. This time a regular chaturanga, up dog or cobra. So there's two options there. Usually do the chaturanga down through plank and back to downward dog. But some people use that knee chest chin method. You can just see what you prefer. This time let's look up between those thumbs and walk, step, or jump to that space. Bending the knees and finding our first forward fold. Like we started, let's go ahead and grab our elbows and let the upper body hang. You can wiggle a little, whatever feels right. And drop the hands again. Maybe you want to grab the legs. Drop your arms around them. Again. Waking up. And then from here, let's go ahead and come all the way up to our first standing mountain pose. Inhale, both hands up. Grab the elbows again, tip to the right. Come back up, tip to the left. And come back up. Reach both hands up and find that prayer through the center forward fold. Little bend to the knees Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk, step, or jump back. And lower down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Let's reach that right leg up to the sky for three-legged dog. Holding it there for a couple breaths. And then let's bring that knee to the chest, three-legged plank. Pushing into the palms, opening up the space between the shoulder blades. Back to three-legged dog, and then bring that right foot to the top of the mat, between the hands, and come up for high lunge. Both hands come up. Now we're going to drop the right hand and find the back of the, drop the right hand and find the back of the left leg. Whatever leg is back there, find it. You can look forward, opening the heart, or maybe even looking over that right shoulder. Then we're going to cartwheel our arms good and put the left heel down and meet in warrior two. Sink the hips, open the heart, lower the hips. Let's go ahead and straighten that right leg and reach the right hand up and over for reverse triangle. Big stretch. Now we're going to bend back into that right knee and cartwheel the hands. Hop the left heel up, so we're going to lunge. Now place that left knee down and reach the hips back for half splits. Shift the weight forward. And shift the weight back. Now, when you're back with hips back, bring the right hand to where the right foot is and move the right foot to the edge of the mat. Then shift forward again. So now it's same thing but wide. The foot's on the edge of the mat, a little wider, and shift it back again. So rocking hips back and forth with right foot on the edge of the mat. Your own way. Nice stretch. Your body's rhythm and rate of shifting front and back. Now the next time your hips are shifted back, this is where it's going to get interesting. New move. We take the right leg, swing it out and around, and place the right knee on the opposite side of the left knee. So, like eagle legs. Then shift the weight. Walk your hands back. We're going to come up on our knees. Reach both hands up and grab the elbows and stretch. And then place the hands down. Stick with me. We're going to tuck our toes. Our legs are still crossed and come into a crossed thigh downward dog. Reach those hips up. Now this is where, see if Carrie can remember. You take your left arm and put it on your lower back, and then we're gonna, right arm on lower back. Thanks for your patience. Then you rotate all the way into wild thing. saw this on a video and I thought we should all try it. It was pretty fun, it worked. And then twist it back. Both hands to the mat, legs will end up crossed again. Go ahead and walk your hands back, back, back till you're in cross. Leg it forward, fold. And then roll it up. Shift the weight into that right foot. Lift the left leg. And we're going to put it in left ankle on right knee, figure 4. And hands at heart. We can go ahead, if you want, you can stay there or reach the hips back for flying pigeon. And then come on back up. And I think we're going to just put that foot down now. Well done. No, it'll be a miracle if I can remember what we just did. And elbow hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Walk those hands forward. Find yourself in a downward dog. Now from here, we're going to lift left foot to the sky and hold a 3-legged dog. Bring that left knee to the chest, pull the knee, the shin up as you round the upper back. Reach the left leg back up, and then the left foot top of the mat. And come on up for high lunge. We drop the left hand and find the right leg and look over the left shoulder or forward, lifting the heart. And then coming out of it immediately in Warrior 2. Check your own positioning. Straighten the left leg, drop the right hand, reverse the triangle, and lift those left toes. I didn't tell you to do that on the other side, but kind of adds a little something. I'll leave them on the mat. Then cartwheel the hands back down to either side of that left foot. Pop up the right heel. Now place the right knee down and shift the hips back for half splits. Initially hold. And then rock the hips front and back. And next time your hips are back, bring the left hand where the left foot is and wiggle the left foot all the way up to the edge of the mat. And then shift back and forth here. The wider stance. Nice stretch. Exploring the edges at the front and edges at the back. How far can we reach those hips back? And then here was that tricky part where we put the weight into the hands and knee and then swing this left leg around and cross it behind. And we walk the hands back and whoop, came up. This side feels big different. We grab our elbows, open the heart. And then hands can come back down. Pretty sure this is where we came to a cross downward dog. Crossed thigh downward dog. And this is where it takes all my brains. Left hand lower back. Is that gonna work? And then flip it for wild things. Get the hands up and over. And then you can switch it back. And then we lock the hands after that. So meet me in cross-legged downward dog. We walk the hands back, back, back. Came all the way up. I think. Hands up, grab the elbows, open the heart. The hands to the hips as we bring the right ankle to left knee. Finding figure 4 on this side. And then if you want hands to heart, reach the hips back. For a chair variation, flying pigeon. And when you've had enough, come on back up and set that foot down and walk it out. And let's reach those hands up, big stretch, and forward fold. Pause here at the forward fold before we walk the hands forward and just feel how much more opening you have. The back of the legs. Walk the hands forward, all the way out, this time to plank. Lower down and bring your belly to the earth. Release the tops of the feet. I want you to bend the right knee and then fold the right shin into the crease of the left leg and lift the left leg up. So you're kind of making the figure 4. Okay, that right ankle goes in the crease of left knee, kind of hooks there. Now bend up the left leg. There you go. Now we're going to reach the left hand up over the head. And by pushing slightly into the right, we tip over and we kind of do a twist. Yeah, you can do it with it over the head, or if you want more of a shoulder opening, you can kind of leave it stretched out, but I can't do that. So if you want to open that shoulder, reach the left hand straight out at the wall. I'm running into the wall. And then without rolling all the way on the back, you just kind of use this right hand as leverage. Does that make sense? Then you get a shoulder opening. But if you're running into a wall, you can just kind of give it a twist there. And then roll back. Bring this hand back by the ribs. Straighten the left legs. Straighten the right leg, and then switch sides. We're going to bend up the left. Place the left ankle in the crease. So make that figure 4 here. First, just feel the shape of that figure 4 with your front body on the mat. Bend up the right leg. This one will work better. Stretch out the right arm. Place your right cheek and ear on the mat. And then rotate the hips, but leave that right shoulder on the mat. Giving you that nice shoulder opening. And then you can roll it back. Straighten out the legs. Let's push up and come into into child's pose. Forehead to the mat, walk the fingertips forward. Opening those shoulders. And the hips reach back for the heels. Three more breaths here. And then come on up through all fours, give it a wiggle. And tuck the toes in, meet me in downward dog. Cut it out. Right foot to the sky. Three-legged dog, right foot top of the mat between the hands. Let's go ahead and come on up for that high lunge. Turning to warrior two. Sinking a little deeper. Tucking the tail. Straightening the right leg. Reverse triangle, lifting the toes, the right toes up off the mat so you're just on your heel. Pushing into the right heel. Stretching side body. Place the toes down, come into starfish, reach the ribs forward, come into triangle. Lift that arm to the sky, right hand to the right foot, or a block, or the floor. Turning the eyes down to the right toe, look about 6 inches in front of it, bend slightly into the right knee, and place the hand at that place or on a block. Come into half moon. Go ahead and step back, come into starfish, cartwheel, bend into the right knee, I guess we'll come into warrior two, and then cartwheel the hands back down, step back, lower down, chaturanga, inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. This time, left foot to the sky, dog, left foot, top of the mat. Coming up for a high lunge, lower the hips, then to warrior two. Hold, feel the strength of this pose. Straighten the left leg, reverse triangle, but pop the left toes, push into that left heel, and feel the stretch along the left side body. Starfish, place the toes back down, reach the left ribs forward, come into triangle, left hand down to a block or the floor or your foot, right hand up. If your eyes can gaze up at that right thumb as that right shoulder reaches back, go for it. Finding more mobility in the neck. This time you know where we're going, you're going to look down at your left toes and then look 6 to 8 inches in front of it, little bend in the left knee as you spring forward, maybe placing that hand on the block, maybe just hovering it, or maybe touching the floor. You decide. Feeling that force going up the right leg. And when you're done, step back to that starfish position, bend back into the left knee. Cartwheel the hands to either side of the left foot and step back and lower down. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Okay, let's walk our hands back. To forward fold. Pick a forward fold that just finds that edge a little bit more. And then roll all the way up. We'll do a balancing pose up here. I'll try to stay where I am. Bring that right knee up. Balancing on the left foot. And then take the left hand to the right knee and the right hand back. So let's do this variation first. You can also open both arms without holding the knee. Or the next variation is to grab the big toe with the left hand and kick out with that. Be playful. Try one and another. And when you're done with that side, put your heels down. We'll do the other side. Bring the left knee up. Right hand to that knee. And left hand back for the twist. And then you decide if you want to not hold the knee and just hover it, or reach the right hand down and grab that big toe and kick out. Often to find one side's easier. And set that down. Another variation. Let's bring that right knee up. This time hands on hips. And then you can grab right hand to right knee, so same side. Or go ahead and slide it all the way past and grab that big toe with the two-piece fingers on the right side and kick that out. Head's lifting, chest is lifting. Rotating it out to the side. Hand can stay on the hip, or if you like reaching the hand out, you may. Keep those hips level. Take it back. Release it, but hold the toe out. Hands on hip for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Pedal it out. Deep cleansing breath before you bring the left leg up. Again, you know, left hand, left knee, or grab the big toes. I'm going to kick out through that side and hold. Then you're going to rotate it out to the side. Bring it back to the center. Oops. Optimally, you don't touch that foot down, you let it go. Bring both hands to the hip and you hold that pointed toe out there. Reaching for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Well done. Oh, let's go ahead and step our feet out hip width, past hip width apart. So a straddle. Hands on hips, click the heels. So So they're at a 45, bend into the knees, lower the hips. And then let's lift the right toe and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that right heel down, lift the left heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that heel down. Then lift both and down, both and down. Whoop. Strengthening those ankles. 5 is optimal. Now let's straighten those legs. Whoop. Turn the feet back to parallel. Reach both hands out. Look up and then reaching, bending only at the hips. Letting the upper body swing forward. You can bring your hands back to those big toes that we've been grabbing. And then elbows reach out as the crown of the head reaches for the earth. Go ahead and lift your heart halfway. Place your hands under your face. I give you an option here for a headstand. You want to do the headstand, come to your forearms, interlace your fingers, place the space between the crown of your head and the back of the head into your palms, and then slowly come up. Lifting the legs, or headstand, starting from a wide angle pike. Feel free to pick different variations, including another variation of a wide angle forward fold. Reverse by reaching the legs out to the sides, pointing the toes, and letting them come down. Lift the chest. And then walk the heels in till they're hip width, and then lower the hips and come into yogic squat. Hands apart. Let me give you an option for another arm balancing. Go ahead and reach your hands forward here on the mat, fingers spread wide as if you're gripping the mat. And you're going to lift your hips so that your knees are at the top of your upper arms, and shift the weight forward and bring your toes together, far crow. But you can also lift one leg or the other. And then set it down. And again, lower the hips. Let's go ahead and sit back. From here, let's do a wide angle sitting. So you decide the angle of this, reaching your heels out. First, let's place our hands on our knees or legs and lift the crown of the head. Deep breath here. Appreciating the earth supporting our base now. No more balancing on one leg or the crown of your head or various things. Open eyes if they're not already. Place your hands in front of you and walk the hands forward. Again, coming to where you feel that perfect stretch. You know where that is for your body. Go ahead and use some blocks or bolsters there to support your upper body in a comfortable position. Or you can also use your arms as props. Find your edge and then breathe into it. And you'll find that you sink deeper and deeper. One more breath there, and then slowly walk yourself back out of it. From here, let's take that right foot and bring it to the inside of the left thigh. Then we're going to turn our body toward this left leg. But I want you to take the right hand and grab the pinky toe side of that foot and bring our body across that leg. Just as sure as we get that nice stretch across upper body, across the left thigh. So we're doing some nice long holds. You may even want to look to the left. And notice what your mind's telling you. Does it like yet new? Does it like different? Does it like familiar? Does it like fast? Does it like slow? Reassure it that it's all good. Go ahead and come on back up. Stretch out the right leg where it was and bring the left foot to the inner thigh. Take the left hand and reach to the outside of the right foot. And then we're again looking slightly to the right now, so that you are going to bring the side of your face to your shin. Find the stretch on this side. Breath after breath, staying present. One more stretch there. Come on back up. Let's bring the left, both knees in front of us. Knees, bend the knees, bring your feet flat on the mat in front of you and give yourself a hug here just to recenter and align. Dropping the nose toward the knees. And let's grab the sides of the feet as you lift your head, and then we're going to push out through the heels, keeping our belly on our thighs, and just see where that forward fold goes. Maybe you can even wrap your hands around. The knees may not bend all the way, but you're going to get a nice stretch. Then come on back up. Slide those heels back in. We're going to go ahead and reach this right foot up and grab the left hand to the right big toe. And we're gonna reach the right hand back. So we kind of did this in different ways. A little twist. And then place the right foot down, switch sides. Stretch out those arms wide, push through the heel, lift the heart. Back to the center, and now grabbing it. Let's grab the outsides of the feet again. Belly coming on the buttocks, and then keeping belly to thighs. See how much you can lift those legs up. Eyes can gaze up. And when you've got enough, set it down and give yourself that hug again. Well done. And let's go ahead and come to our backs. Feel the and more of the earth supports us. Go ahead and rock and roll here. We're going to do shoulder stand, our legs up the wall with the block. So if you're doing put your legs up the wall with the block goes long ways from hip to hip, and your legs go straight up. And if you're doing a shoulder stand, you're going to use your palms of your hand as your support. On the back of your arms, so the hands come to the base of your palms come to your lower ribs, stretch up through the toes, stack the ankles, knees, and hips. Press into the back of the head, and slightly lift the nose and chin. If you'd like, let those toes slowly come over the head. Finding plow, your hands can stay on the lower back or interlace. Bend the knees slightly and slowly roll out. Finding your way to your back again. And if you're in supported legs up the wall, you can come back out by removing the block and massaging the back. Let's place the heels on the earth, the feet on the earth. Reach our hands down by our heels, palms on the mat, and lift the hips. You can stay here, or if you're feeling extra spicy today, you can go ahead and bring your fingertips up here by your shoulder blades, elbows point to the sky, and push into a wheel. Arm back bend. And when you're done, come back to bridge. And slowly roll down. This time when you get your back all on the mat, bring your feet to the outer edges and windshield wiper the knees. In super slow motion. Releasing any tension in the lower back. Bring both knees up toward the chest, straighten out the left leg. And then let's grab that big toe again with the two just on the right. So it's like a half happy baby. And kick the heel out or pull it in. And then bring the left hand to that right knee. Let's bring it across the body for a twist. Eyes can gaze at the right hand and then close. We've got a lot of hip and leg stretches. And twist. Straighten out the right leg. Bring the left knee up, grab the left big toe. And again, half happy baby on the left. And then switch sides, bringing this right hand to the left knee and bring it across the body as we stretch the left hand out for the opposite twist. Eyes gaze left and then close. Slowly untwist. Straighten the left leg out. Then reach both hands straight up, palms face each other. Then we're gonna pull the fingertips back. So as if you're placing your hands on the ceiling. And then as if you're putting it back in your hands. So we're flapping the hands, back, fingertips back, fingertips forward. We're doing a little wrist exercise, fingertips back, fingertips forward. And then wrist circles. We just don't give these wrists enough love. And then back, fingertips back. Now lift your head and look down at your toes, and then we're going to pull the knees all the way up to the forearms and point the toes. So this is like crow pose on your back. You see that? Then stretch the legs out again. Let them down and pull them up. Curl up, chin up. So this is a pose to help strengthen it so that it becomes, crow becomes easier. So one more time, straighten, lengthen, and then pull it all up. Now just wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself that hug, rock and roll, squeeze and rub. And now we're going to stretch out all the way for Shavasana. That big at the end of practice. Letting your body melt into the mat. Begin to feel your hips and your shoulders. Notice the space between hips and shoulders, the spine, the muscles that support the spine and where they touch the mat. Breathe deeper into those spaces. Melt. Notice your upper arms and upper legs. Breathe into those spaces. Relax the back of your head. the muscles of your face. Lastly, all the way to your fingers and toes, feeling that subtle vibration in your palms. Resting deeper and deeper. Practice for the sheer joy of being free. Practice to be empty of the me, me, me. Silent, open, and infinitely vast. Practice to remember what is real. Practice to give yourself up and receive the wordless truth. What you get will be useless, not the coin of any realm, but oh, the glory of those moments being whole. So in this integrated full state, let us rest in all of the time. In this place of peace and wholeness, bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly as we bring awareness again to the breath. Feeling the rise and the fall of the inspiration and expiration. And from this place, stretch your arms out over your head. Give yourself a wiggle, a stretch. Roll to your right side, resting your head on your arm. Bring your knees toward your chest as we pause here for gratitude. Gratitude for these amazing lives we are blessed with, this body, this time and space, the people, the flowers, the animals. Bring all that goodness into your heart. And when you're ready, push yourself back up to that seated position. This time I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. We'll take those 3 breaths again in community. We inhale through the nose, but on the exhale, you make a little noise. A deep sigh, and ooh and oh are even, and om. Last one. Felt light in me, honors that in every single one of you. And namaste. And I'll see you again on the yoga mat. Thanks for watching. Ooh, over there.